Well, hello everyone. This is Cheryl York, and I'm coming to you today to do another But God video or vlog, whatever they call it. I kind of got my schedule a little bit off there because of that holiday this last Monday or whatever. Or no, it was actually the Monday before that, sorry. And so I'm kind of switching things around and maybe going to do my But God things on Friday, and I'm going to try to do the what do you call it? The prophecies being fulfilled on Monday to give me the whole weekend to prepare for it. So, I'm still finding my way in all of this, but thank you for all of those that watch the podcast that we post, and also for, the comments and likes and different things. Please like, subscribe, and share, and send this out and let people know that I'm doing these. This is coming from my blog that I started way back, I think, in 2024. And to be honest with you, this is the very first one that I received. So let's go ahead and let me share my screen right now. There we go. This is my what I call the But God blog. I started this back in, oh boy, look how far down it goes. July of 2024. Look at that precious girl. I think that dog's name is Gracie. What a cutie. Anyway, okay, I've got what I have is a search. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the power of prayer. And I'm going to hit search. And this is considered Gary and Robin's story. All right, now I started my newsletters many, many years ago, but all of this, and I've had testimonies for years to share. In fact, I planned to do this a couple of years ago on Rumble. I created a channel for myself and I just never got around to it. And then this man, Gary, sent me his wife's story, or their story, I should say. And it just gave me the thought, wow, this is truly a but God story. Why don't I go ahead and start a blog? I already had a regular blog at that time, and so I knew how to create one and put it together. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just go ahead and start one, and then I'll start asking other people. And then, of course, I also took the time to add my own. I'm going to go ahead and click on the read more. And anyway, again, this one was posted on July 13th of 2024. You can find it very simply. All you have to do is just go to americareimagined.faith, and then you'll find several blogs there. Prophecies Being Fulfilled blog, my archives are there for all the newsletters. It's going to be biblical newsletters that I send out daily. There's a page to know Jesus. There's a page to, you know, for, even to find all the different prophetic voices that I use and all that kind of stuff. There's several blogs, so go ahead and check it out. And the one you're looking for is the But God blog. Okay, the very first one that was sent to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you. Since it's not my story, I can't necessarily, you know, just remember it. It's not very lengthy or anything, but that's okay. I wanted to keep these shorter. I personally don't like really, really long podcasts, so I think more people watch it if it's just, a few minutes long. So here we go. Gary and Robin's story. And he says, I wanted to share with you a power of prayer story. On August 3rd of 2022, my wife Robin suffered a brain aneurysm. While in the ER, she fell into a coma and was flown by helicopter 62 miles away. Driving there, I received a phone call that said, we are in a fatal situation and are doing everything we can to keep your wife alive on the OR table. I still had about a 45-minute drive. You can imagine how terrified this poor guy was. Something, or should I say, someone, Holy Spirit, rose up on the inside of me, and this authority came over me, and I said out loud, in the name of Jesus, I command the spirit of death to leave that OR room now. Through prayer and the grace of God, my wife survived. The surgeon said They go by a severity chart of 1 to 5, with 5 being the most severe. He said, your wife was at the top of a 5. The next day, one of the team members came in and said, that lady should not be lying there. It was that bad. It truly is a miracle. She spent the next 42 days in hospitals, 23 in ICU, on and off life support, in and out of comas. I did not sit at my wife's bedside begging, pleading, or making deals with God. I sat as a son, co laboring, partnering with my Father, calling those things that be not as if they were. I watched with my own eyes my wife go from death to life. I saw miracle after miracle take place in her body. I watched but God moments and the power and the suddenlies of God take place in her throughout her journey. On November 7th of 2022, she went back to work part-time and even drove herself. Then on December 1st of 2022, which was about 3 weeks, she went back to work full time. I am so proud of my wife. She never bellyached, said, woe is me, or why did God allow this to happen to me? Her faith grew stronger and became more resolved. Not only is she my wife and companion, but she is my best friend, and I am honored to be her husband. This is the power of prayer. I hope it encourages, lifts your spirit, and stirs your faith to believe in God's supernatural intervention. Also, the 700 Club did a taping that aired on 7/14 of 2023. She had a follow-up with her surgeon in May, and he said that as bad as she was, the death rate is 90%, and in most cases, he is transitioning. The doctor is saying that he is transitioning the individual from life to death, basically making them as comfortable as he can till they pass. He said in Robin's case, it was nothing short of miraculous. So there you have it. It's a very short story. I'm sure with all the days and the dates and everything, the ICU and hospital stays, it was a much longer story than he's letting on, but he's giving us all the good news and leaving out all the horrible bad news that the enemy tried to use against them. So there you go. That's Gary and Robin's story, and apparently they are from Pennsylvania. I'm going to go ahead and stop. Well, no, I'm not going to stop the share. Hold on, let me watch. Again, I want to go ahead and go over here and show you how many there are that I've posted since July of 2024. There's so many on here to read, and as I said, they're not all mine. There are other people. My friend Audrey is on there. We have, she's probably at least 4 times. We have another friend of mine from Washington State, Alan, is on here. And, and of course, we have several of my own on here. So, all the way to 2026, that's almost 2 years of posting these things. So I hope that you will come and you will check it out and you will, take the time to, go ahead and read some of these things. And if you'd like, we have the YouTube channel. I have my own America Reimagined YouTube channel, and my husband has the WarEaglesUnited.org that's over here, War Eagles United that's over here. So if you want to go ahead and check us out on YouTube, I've been doing testimonies for a little while now, so I've got, a good number of them at least. And we also do prayer podcasts once a week, and I put out Prophecy Fulfilled once a week, and every once in a while I do specials and stuff like my daughter's dreams and different things like that. So as of today, I looked and we have like over 85 videos, and we only started, I think, in like October last year. So we've really gotten up there, surprisingly. But anyway, so yeah, remember that if you're interested in prophecies being fulfilled, I put them out on X. I decided to go to, or the Lord told me I felt to go to um, social media rather than doing it in a newsletter because the newsletter was going to believers that were subscribing, whereas social media, it can hit people that wouldn't normally read it, wouldn't normally subscribe, maybe Christians that don't believe in prophecy, maybe unbelievers that don't realize that, God would have anything to say about any of this, and then they're looking and they're going, whoa. That prophet said that in 2024, and that's just now coming to pass. So, anyway, I have it on X, Telegram, True Social, Getter, and Zap It. And so you can find me on all of those. And then I also created a blog for it, which I work on every single day, sometimes putting 20 to 24 a day, at least Monday through Friday, in there of all of them so that the people that don't get the newsletter anymore but don't want to be on social media can still go and check it on a daily basis to see what's happening. So there you have it. Anyway, I knew this was going to be a really, really short one, but I really wanted to get this out to you. So this one will be going out tomorrow, and expect by Monday, hopefully, I will have a prophecies being fulfilled blog coming, I mean, vlog, I should call it a vlog podcast coming out where I go to my Zappit account and I share with people. I go through it and I show people pictures or whatever and share the prophecies that I found that week. I have several ladies, which I want to thank. Bless you, ladies. Susan in Florida. I have a dear lady named Anne that is in Canada. And then I have my friend Leslie is in Arizona, my dear friend Audrey, who sends me things on occasion, articles and different things. She is in Michigan, and my sister lives here in Arkansas, very close here to me. So if I missed anyone, please forgive me, but these are the ladies that send me things, and I just want to, give them credit for that because I'm the one that goes and finds the prophecies, does all the posting, but it's easier for me to do it because they send me the news articles and everything from many, many different places, many different, media places. So thank you so much, and I will see you again next time. Hope you like the hospital room. Isn't that cute? Bye for now.